Hey there, and welcome to HelpCrunch. We are extremely glad you joined us, and I want to congratulate you on behalf of our entire team at HelpCrunch for taking the first big step toward improving your customer communication and support, increasing conversions on your website, and driving more sales. For any questions, you can reach out to our support team via chat or access our knowledge base right over here. Now, let me quickly walk you through all of the key features in HelpCrunch, and most importantly, explain why and how you should use them to achieve your goals. First things first, communication with customers in the modern business world starts with the live chat. Right now, you probably don't have any chats, but we can quickly fix that. If you haven't installed the HelpCrunch chat widget on your website or app just yet, it's very easy to do and will take you no more than a minute. For starters, under the settings menu, you can set up and customize every aspect of HelpCrunch, including your chat widget. So, go to your website widgets, select the first default one, and head on over to the customization tab where you can customize your chat widget however you want by selecting different accent colors, wallpapers, and picking a widget icon of your preference. Play around with the various customization options to make your chat widget the perfect fit for your brand and website style. If you support customers from different countries and regions, you can easily localize your widget to as many languages as you want via the localization tab. Now the next step is very important. You need to install your customized chat widget on your website. You can do this by copying and pasting your unique code snippet before the closing body tag on your website. Or you can send the installation code to your developer to do it for you. The JavaScript option over here is the most common installation method. However, you can also install the chat widget via Google Tag Manager. Or, if you host your website on a content management system like WordPress or Magento, HelpCrunch offers native plugins. Our step-by-step installation guides will lead you through the entire process. Okay, once you install everything correctly, you will see a success message right here and will be able to see your very own chat widget live on your website. I also recommend you set up chat forms and define your team's operating hours right away so that you can support your customers at a convenient time as well as pre-qualify your sales leads. There are two types of chat forms you can set up. The first one is a pre-chat form for when your team is online. Basically, what this does is that it puts a little gate that captures the critical information of otherwise anonymous website visitors before allowing them to send you a message. You can specify the info you want to request and mark the fields that must be filled out before proceeding to the chat. This will ultimately allow you to chat with qualified leads only. The second type of chat form is an offline one that's basically the same as the online form, but is displayed when your team is, you guessed it, offline. And that's where the operating hours come into play. Once you turn them on, you can specify the days and hours when your team is available to assist your visitors and customers. You can also manually control your team's availability by checking this mark and toggling this switch right over here at any time, regardless of the specified operating hours. Great! Once you've set everything up, head on over to the chat section and take a quick look at what's inside. This is where you'll be spending most of your time in HelpCrunch. Now, let's pretend that I'm a person who's visiting your site for the first time and wants to send you a quick message. Hi there, I have a question about your pricing. Since we've just activated the pre-chat form, I, as a visitor, need to populate the required fields with my name and email address, and only then my message will be sent. As you can see, this chat message immediately appeared on the HelpCrunch dashboard, and you can easily reply to it with something like, "Hi Max, sure, ask away," and attach an image, a file, or a GIF. Basically, whatever helps you express yourself better. Alternatively, you can also insert a saved response to save time. What's very convenient is that you can send an email to a customer, given that you've already collected the email address, simply by switching from the chat to the email channel. Plus, you can also leave a quick private note for your team. On the left-hand side, you can mark that visitor with an appropriate tag, like lead in this case. And below, you have all the info about your new lead, Max, his entire path through your website or app, device information, and more. But that's not all. In the top right-hand corner, you can close the current conversation with Max and perform other actions like sending an email transcript to yourself or your customer, transferring the chat to your colleagues, and so on. Once you begin chatting with customers, you can start checking your team's performance and customer satisfaction under the Reports tab. Tracking the number of total, new, and closed conversations along with the first response time will help you improve your results over time. Plus, you can filter reports by time period like this month only and by assignee. Customer satisfaction reports are tracked thanks to the chat rating that's enabled by default. Once you help your customer with a particular question, you or the customer can end the chat, and the customer will be presented with a simple request form asking to grade their experience with your business, either as poor, average, or great. This will have an impact on your customer satisfaction rate that you'll see in the reports. With the knowledge base, your customers can find instant answers to their questions on their own through the power of self-service. You can turn your knowledge base on and start creating help articles aimed at answering the most common customer questions, walking them through key product features, and so on. To give you an idea of how your knowledge base articles will look like, let's check out a draft that we have over here. The article editor is super easy to use. Basically, what you see here in the editing mode is what your customers will see once your article is published in your knowledge base. You can style your text, insert images, videos, and do so much more. Under the article settings, you can organize the placement of your article within your knowledge base hierarchy by placing it in a different category or section. And under the advanced settings below, you can edit the article metadata in order to improve its search engine rankings. You can save your article as a draft for your team's eyes only, or when it's ready, publish it. Once your articles are live, customers will be able to find the right content in your knowledge base by searching for the relevant terms. And don't forget to check knowledge base reports on a monthly or even weekly basis. Reports on failed searches and articles to review are particularly insightful and will guide you toward improving your help content and help you come up with fresh article ideas. Next up, the Marketing Hub. HelpCrunch's marketing features are aimed at helping you increase conversions throughout the entire customer lifecycle. First, auto messages. They allow you to send out automated messages to visitors or customers that qualify for a set of predefined rules. You get a bunch of templates out of the box, but let's quickly create a new one. The simplest use case for auto messages would be creating a proactive message for, let's say, your website's pricing page, meaning it will be displayed to each new visitor that lands on your pricing page. With targeted auto messages that are primarily intended for authenticated users, you can insert custom user data into your messages like the user's first name or, say, the amount of purchases they've made. But note that the latter option will only be possible once you pass your custom user data to HelpCrunch. You can learn more about it here. Lastly, email auto messages are helpful when it comes to automating your onboarding and user engagement processes. Now, going back to our pricing page example, let's give your message a title, maybe something like On Pricing Page, which will only be visible to you and your team. You can adjust other settings like sender, which widget to send this auto message through, and more. Next, let's create a quick message like, "Hey there, any questions about our pricing? I'll be happy to help." As always, you can style your text as you prefer, put emojis and other stuff in it. Let's add a new rule that will help us specify which visitors we want to target with our proactive message. In our case, we need to select current page URL equals and insert your pricing page URL. You may also want to add other rules like time on page, which will trigger your auto messages only after a visitor spends a particular amount of time on your pricing page. After that, you can save your auto messages as a draft or save and launch it. This means your message will be sent each time a new visitor qualifies for a set of rules that we've just specified. You'll be able to see the stats on all your messages right here, including how many were sent, opened, replied to, and more. Next up, manual messages. They are different from auto messages in the way that they allow you to send out one-time chat and email blasts to your audience. The most common example is email newsletters. So, whenever you have, say, a new product update or a discount offer that you want to share with your audience, you can do so with manual messages. You can choose whether to spread the news via email or chat, but the rest of the settings here are pretty much the same as in auto messages. In addition, for manual messages via email, you can use our pre-made templates or create, save, and manage your own. And lastly, we have pop-ups. Basically, they're your auto messages that just look a bit different. Let's create a pop-up as an example and name it something like, "Don't leave," and you'll see why in a second. But first, I want to show you that you can fully customize the look of your pop-ups, and this is where templates would be of great help. Under pop-up settings, you can adjust its position, colors, change the animation, as well as all of the text that you see in the preview. One of the most common use cases for pop-ups is when your visitor is about to leave your website, and in most scenarios, be gone forever. But with the exit intent pop-up, you get one last chance to grab their attention and make them stay on your website. This can be achieved with the time before exit intent rule that's right over here. As always, you can create as many rules as you want. Alright, once you finish customizing your pop-up, you probably know the drill by now. Save it as a draft or launch it if it's polished off and ready to go live. Okay, once you learn the ropes of HelpCrunch and get the hang of it, there are 2 things that can help you increase your productivity that I want to share with you. First, be sure to install the HelpCrunch mobile app for iOS or Android. You can find the links on our website. Having our mobile app on your phone will allow you to respond to customers even while you're on the go. Second, don't forget to invite your colleagues to your team via team member settings. That way, you can help customers even more effectively together. Alright, last but not least, let's talk about sending out emails because many customers still expect to be contacted via email as well. Email forwarding lets you forward all incoming email requests from customers to your shared HelpCrunch inbox. You can read our easy-to-follow instructions on how to enable email forwarding here. Once you set it up, you'll be able to see all chat and email customer requests in one place and reply to your customers via chat or email, whichever channel is more preferred. Automatic email follow-ups is another super helpful feature. It allows you to automatically resend unseen chat messages to a customer's email after a specified period of time. That way, you can be sure that your visitors or customers will still get your message even if they've already left your website. Here you can see how our chat message that remained unseen for over 5 minutes got automatically resent to our lead's email address. Keep in mind that by default, our email features are not available during the trial, but you can ask our support team via chat to activate them for you so that you can test them out. Or subscribe to our standard or premium live chat and emails plan via your subscription settings. And that's it for the initial walkthrough. Kudos to you for making it till the end of the video. Hope that you now have a better understanding of how you can utilize HelpCrunch to the fullest to improve your communication with customers and grow your business faster. Soon your account will be full of highly engaged leads and satisfied paying customers. Please keep an eye on your inbox as we will be sending you some helpful resources throughout your journey. And if you have any questions, you can get answers in our knowledge base or reach out to us via chat. Our support team will be more than happy to help you out with anything. Talk to you inside HelpCrunch. Take care.